Hey guys, this is Julio. Welcome to Side Tech. Thank you guys for coming to my channel. And today we're going to review a product that I just received a little while ago. It's the Osmo Action by DJI. Once again, I want to thank you guys for coming to my channel. If you can, please like and subscribe. That way you guys can help me out. I think in the next video, I'll probably announce a giveaway, but make sure to subscribe and you guys can follow along. So this is the DJI Osmo Action. This came out in 2019. The reason why I got it is because on Amazon, there was actually a pretty good deal. So when the Osmo Action came out, it was actually retailing at $369 just for the camera itself. The Osmo Action and charging kit came out to $438 when it came out. Right now it is on special. You do save $179 and it comes out to $259. And all that really comes with is a little more extra, but more in relation to battery. But that's really it. However, on Amazon they had a special that came with so many other things, and that was actually coming out to $289, which right now there isn't any in stock. I'm thinking the reason why both of them are out of stock is because it actually came out mid-year last year, 2019. It's already mid-year 2020. They're probably going to refresh it with a new camera, but at least for now we'll just stick to this camera and we'll compare it to the GoPro 8 that's out right now. So a main feature that comes with this action camera is the fact that it actually comes with two screens, one in the front, one in the back, that you can actually use the same camera to record yourself or record anything in the front. So let's talk about video. One of the main key points that it has is a feature called Rocksteady. It's like an image stabilization that helps it keep from having a shaky video. It's got 4K HDR video and 8x slow motion. It's got a UHD image quality capable of having 4K 60 frames per second. The camera by itself is capable of surviving 11 meters underwater. There is a waterproof case that makes it a little bit better, but by itself 11 meters is pretty cool. The camera also has Wi-Fi integrated, so you can actually connect your phone and you can either see the image that's happening at the moment, you can review past videos that you already seen already, so that part's pretty helpful. GoPro also has one, so it's nice that both of them have this feature. But in reality, when you have two screens, I don't think I'm going to use it much other than actually getting the video from the camera to my phone. With 1080p 30 frames per second and Rocksteady turned off, you'll be able to reach 135 minutes of battery life. If you have 4K 60 frames per second with Rocksteady turned on, you'll only be able to get about 63 minutes. And I mean, there's so many other cool features about this that there's just too much to go through. But the reason why I got it is also because it came with an accessory pack. And man, is there a lot. I actually don't know the majority of these things, but the things I will be using is this one. This one's like a strap for your body, so you can keep the camera in the front and the back of you. There is this one, which is capable of having it on your head, so you can have the camera here and it'll go all over your viewpoints. This one that works like a suction cup that you can actually put on a surface. I'll probably be using it when making videos about cars. This stand is pretty cool because it can actually bend in any form that you want it to, so you can actually put it in kind of almost any surface you want. This is one of them that I actually won't be using. This is one that the website says that you can actually just hold it like this. I mean, yeah, you can hold it yourself like that too, or you can use kind of this like selfie stick. So when you have yourself or the selfie stick, I don't know, I just don't think I'm gonna use it. Yellow, it's cool I guess, but yeah. another one that I will be using is this one. It's for the bike. You can actually just attach and it'll sit right on your bike, and you can have the camera either recording in front of you or recording towards you. Pretty cool. But I mean, yeah, other than that, there's a lot more things here that I probably won't use, but for the price, it was pretty good. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, this case actually comes with the camera. It doesn't come in the accessories box, so that's actually pretty cool for DJI to give this to you. This is the only way for you to actually mount it on everything. So since there isn't really much happening right now, it was kind of difficult to make some test videos. But what we actually did is my family was going to go to Bonelli Park in Pomona, so I thought a perfect chance to actually test this out, and this is how it went. I'll actually put a DJI video and a GoPro video of the same content and see which one makes the better video. You guys can decide which ones you guys like, and comment below which one you think is best. Antes qué fácil era. Sí, Diego ya viene. Alright, so that was a little trip that I had with my family in Bonelli Park in Pomona. It was a lot of fun, but let's go to the testing and what I think of it. Alright, so let's start with the cons. One of the things that I didn't like was the accessories. It does come in a carrying case, but they're all separated by Ziploc bags that you actually have to open up everything to kind of see where everything is. There were some parts that I even had to take out of other Ziploc bags to make that specific part. So that was a little bit of a hassle that I didn't like. Maybe if they were already, opened up and assorted to the specific places, maybe with that sense I would like it a little bit more. But right now it is a little bit more complicated. There is a manual that I'll have to look into and, open up everything, put it where it is. But since I opened it the morning of, there wasn't anything organized, so I did struggle to kind of put everything together. The carrying case came with it, so that part was cool, but other than that, I did struggle to kind of figure out what everything is. So another con that I had was the battery life. Like I said, I opened it up earlier that day, so I didn't know how much battery it had. I did remember the morning of, so I might have charged it maybe 30 minutes or so. But when I started, it probably had around 80%. It for sure wasn't a full 100%. And I did an hour-and-a-half bike ride, and within an hour, I already saw that it was around 8%. We went the other way. I don't know how good the battery was, but right now we are 64 minutes in the bike ride and it says it's at 8%. We're almost out, but this might not last all the way. Seven 7% now. So what I wanted to do was I turned it off so that I can record the last 10 minutes or so of the trip, since it was an hour-and-a-half long. And what I couldn't do was turn it back on after I turned it off from that 8%. It still had 8%. It should have turned back on, and I tried it multiple times, but it just wouldn't budge. So I actually didn't have any part of the last video like I wanted to. But maybe that was a little bit of my fault because it wasn't at for sure 100%. But just taking it in overall, the battery life isn't exactly as good as I would wanted it to. Yes, you can, now that I know you can actually record at 1080p 30 frames per second without Rocksteady on for a lot longer, But honestly, in those kind of bike rides where it's very moving everywhere, you kind of need Rocksteady on. There's parts of the clip where I actually have Rocksteady off, for testing purposes, and you can't really see much. It was really bad. So, in my opinion, I would sacrifice a little bit of battery life for the Rocksteady. But for sure in the future, what I'll probably be doing is, instead of recording 4K 60 frames per second, I'll probably reduce it to 1080p at 60 frames per second and retain a little bit of battery life there. But I definitely will keep Rocksteady on just to, keep the videos good. And then it brings up the next point. Going back to the accessories, it actually didn't have additional batteries like I would have wanted it. If the battery was this way, I would actually purchase more batteries to, have a little bit more battery in those kind of situations. You can also charge it while on the go, with a USB Type-C, but having extra batteries is helpful, especially when you don't have USB Type-C. This is an action camera, so most of the time you're going to be doing action. You're not going to be carrying something that you can use a USB Type-C in, so it would be much easier just switching out the battery, putting a new one, and start recording right away. DJI does offer the battery combo where it provides 3 additional batteries, but that's it. This one comes with everything else, but just without the batteries, so I definitely will be looking into getting more batteries for this, just because, an hour and a half bike ride doesn't seem like a long time, and it definitely isn't, but this one didn't last that long, so that is one thing that I was a little bit upset about. And continuing on with the accessories, like I said, it does have everything but the battery. Another thing it doesn't have is that it actually doesn't have the case for the waterproof, where it's capable of reaching, I think, 30 meters or so. It supplies everything but that waterproof case, so I would have liked it, but maybe I probably won't need it as much just because I can't swim, so probably won't be going down there, but it would have been nice to have nonetheless for either myself or someone else. Alright, so going to the pros. One of the big pros that I really liked about it, it kind of goes back again to the Rocksteady. The Rocksteady features was really good. There's a part of the clip where I don't have Rocksteady turned on and it just looks really bad. So that video stabilization is actually pretty good. Highly recommend it. GoPro has its smooth one as well. But even though you're not comparing both of them, this one's still really good. I really like that, and it's one of my favorite features. Another feature that I really do like is the fact that it comes with dual screens. There was actually parts where I had the camera up against something else and I couldn't see, so having that quick switch to the front is actually really helpful. One of the situations was when I had my brother recording. He was on the bike in front of me. I had that body strap to the back of him, so I actually put it up, and in order to see what the camera was looking, I did the quick switch and I was able to see myself. So that part was actually really cool, and it just kind of helped out overall whenever I was doing the placement. GoPro does come with one that you can actually attach, but it's an $80 purchase. Right now I believe the GoPro is actually $70 more by itself. So overall, for what you get from here with dual screens, it's actually $150 cheaper going with DJI compared to GoPro. Another thing that I really liked was the actual app of the DJI, the Mimo. The feature that I wasn't using as much was the one where you can actually see what the camera's seeing at live. That's a feature I probably won't be using as much, but the one that I really do like is the fact that you can actually take the videos and images from the camera and move them directly to the phone. I think that's one that I will be using a lot more. And another feature that it has is that it's actually capable of making its own video. So what you do is you select the specific videos, you choose how long to make it, you choose, kind of the theme that you want it to, and then DJI actually creates the video for you. GoPro actually has one as well. So what I do is I actually have both apps. The good thing about both of those apps is you actually don't need a specific device to use them. You can actually just go in, record with either your phone or let's say the action camera, and then go into the GoPro app, make the videos, and there you go. That's a pretty cool feature that you can actually use without having the devices. I guess it's good on GoPro and DJI on the companies itself for providing the apps, not the camera itself, but regardless, the fact that you can actually transfer the photos to the camera, that's a pretty cool feature. Another reason why I chose this one compared to the GoPro Hero 8 is because it actually has replaceable lens. I've seen a lot of videos where the lens is actually pretty messed up and recording's pretty bad afterwards, The GoPro Hero 8 does not have one that you can replace. The GoPro Hero 7 did. For some reason the 8 didn't. And in order for you to switch that one, you'll actually have to go take it into repair, anything of that sort. But with this one, you can actually just take it off, go on Amazon. I've heard you can find them for 10 bucks. Put it back on, put the new one back on, and then it's like a new camera. So that's one feature I really do like, and one of the big reasons why I chose this one compared to the Hero 8. And the last and more important reason why I really like that I got this camera is the fact that, you know, you kind of create memories with it. Before, I've gone to Bonelli Park with my family many times, and we've recorded taking pictures and stuff, but definitely just having this entices me to record a little bit more. And because of that, I was actually able to record, you know, funny moments. My dad having his hat fall off, or me putting my hands up, or, you know, both all the family together riding bikes. You know, that was actually something that I really liked, and honestly I wouldn't have recorded it if it wasn't for the camera. I wasn't gonna have my phone recording everywhere all the time. That's a little bit of a hassle. And I'm really happy that I got this video for that. So because of that, I was able to record more memories, get more creative with it. So overall, I'm really happy that I bought it. So is it worth to get it in 2020 when this came out in 2019? It depends. I think it really is worth it in my sense, just because I don't think I'm going to be recording 4K everywhere. You know, there's a new camera that might come out that records a little bit better, but for me, I'll be happy with 1080p 60 frames per second with Rocksteady turned on. I don't need any of the new features that'll probably come out this year. So, and the fact that it's actually a lot cheaper right now compared to what it was before, and the fact that it's cheaper than the GoPro Hero 8, I think this is definitely still worth in 2020, and I'm really happy that I got it. So thank you guys for coming to my channel. Once again, please like, subscribe. Like I said, most likely in the next video I'll probably decide on giving a giveaway or something. But until then, I'll see you guys then. Thank you guys. Peace.